What's up, gaming heroes? Welcome back to another awesome World of Warcraft stream. My name is Erosium, and in today's stream, we're going to be farming some Transmog. Yes, farming some Transmog today. We're going to have a good time with it as well. We're going to have a really bloomin' good time with it. I know I'm certainly looking forward to it, guys, and I really hope that you guys are as well. We had a really good stream the other day. I can't remember which day it was. I think it was Saturday. It was one of the days I did a stream, and I had a good time. I had a blooming good time, actually. So we're going to carry on with this, and we're going to do some solo transmogs farms at first, and then we're going to do a group transmog farm as the stream starts to develop. I've got some really cool stuff to show you this stream, and I really hope that you guys enjoy it. If you do, please feel free to smash the like button, click subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff. If you do want to donate or anything like that, link is in the top of the chat. But without further ado, let's get into the stream. All right, we are over on my DK right now, and we're just gonna quickly kill all these guys, just super quick, no messing about. Whoop, 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 whoop. The good thing about with this farm is it's really quick. There's no messing about with it. All you have to do is literally just kill the guys on the stairs, and that's quite literally it. It's super quick. That's what I quite like about this farm. You can just log in, kill the stuff, and then off you pop, Tinkerbell. Like, that easy, you know? That easy. And what we're really after here is just like random transmogs, right? You can get varieties of transmogs from this farm. They can be good, they can be bad. It really just depends on how lucky you get during your farming session, and hopefully we're gonna get lucky, but we'll see. We will see. That's yet to be determined, I think, my friends. I just park a character here, and then I just log in and occasionally do it. Basically, that's all it comes down to for me. All right, now we will have a quick look to see if we got anything of at all any value. Now, when I say it got anything of value, what I'm really saying is see whether we got something which I can turn into a set and flip, basically. Like this. Oh, why am I feeling so dizzy, dude? I'm feeling super dizzy. Hold on. Whoa. Why am I feeling dizzy? It's the ear that's causing it. Oh my gosh, that's random as hell. My vision feels like it's falling over this way. Hold on. Oh, that's a bit better. All right. So what I just did there is forced air through my nose and up in through my ears. If you hold air and then hold your nose and then push the air out, but you know you can't, it actually goes back through your ears and makes your ears pop. And because I've got a blocked ear here, it gives me quite a lot of relief until I have my glue ear sorted. But yeah, that's completely taken. Oh, that's good. It's got rid of the dizziness there, because I was super dizzy for a second there, guys. I'm much better now, thankfully. Wanna chokandana. Oh. Okay, there we go. All right, so yes, as I was saying, we got a transmog here, which I'm really happy with. That lunar raiment is a really good one that can be put with a few other pieces of equipment that can be really good when stuck together. So that's part of the set. I'm happy with that. We'll keep that together. Ancient Leggeds, yeah, we're going to keep that together. Head Striker's Sword, probably not going to sell that. Anything else? No. Okay, that's fine. So let's log out and let's go to my other character, which is also in a solo transmog spot as well, which we will just quickly do. I should also try set up a character for like running like dungeons as well. I might set up a character just to run like ZF or something. I don't know if I want to run ZF or if I want to run another dungeon. ZF maybe. I think I want to run a different dungeon. I think I'd prefer to like run something really basic like What would I like to run? Like Dead Mines. I think Dead Mines would be like a dungeon I'd like to run. I don't like to use level 60s because I like my level 60s parked at their mission tables, but I am happy to use any other character. So I'm thinking of maybe running like a spare character through. It would have to be like a mage, maybe. I think a mage would be good for like Dead Mines. What else would be good? What other ones? I really want to do Dead Mines, but at the same time, I think actually probably the best one is to do Tanaris. Really, yeah, Tanaris is probably the best. I'm actually gonna close WoW and actually reopen it and go on my Demon Hunter, and I think my Demon Hunter is probably gonna be the fastest at doing it. I think so, at least. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I'm not very good on my DH. That's the issue. I'm really bad on my DH. But I'm just trying to basically get characters set up in like a really simple like methodology. Mage gives a chance for Monkey Poly book in Dead Mines. Oh, good. Okay. So that's a good idea then. So what we'll do then is we'll park the Mage at Dead Mines. We'll have the DH at Zulfurak, and we'll have the... Yeah, okay, so we got a little plan there. We got a little bit of a plan there. Thank you very much for that, Soul Prison. That was very good of you to share that information. Okay, let's get teleported over there, and then let's get it done. This should be fun. This should be fun. Wait, it's Tuesday. Oh, yes, we're doing a Tuesday stream because I couldn't stream last night. I had a date instead, didn't I? Let's just copy a profile here. Let's just copy a... Use global profile? Yeah, that's what's that? Let's have a look what that is. Dude, like the stream started so oddly. I got proper dizzy again. That's horrible. I'm sorry if that happens again, guys. I might have to just keep... I'm gonna clear my airways again. There you go. My ear is really playing up at the moment. It's really annoying me. And there's nothing I can do until... the doctors get in touch to sort it out. It's just like there's liquid behind my eardrum, so it's literally impossible for me to get to it. It's in the way, and it really pisses me off. It's the only way I can say it. Okay, kill the monkeys. Will do. I will. I'll kill everything when I'm in there. What's that? Dark Star. Just sell everything, guys. Sell everything. Clear it all. 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 Cool. Everything else can be hidden away. Excellent. And then that guy is pretty much ready for all my ZF runs on this character. Brilliant. That's super. That's what we'll do on this character. This character will be my ZF character. And then I'll have another character for my Dead Mines character, like runs. And then at the start of each stream, what I could do is just run a few times of each of those dungeons, just as we're getting people in. And then we can do some group farms as well, which should be good fun. There you go. Lovely jubbly. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. And I have a secret spot to show you. I don't even know if I'm going to show you it, actually, guys. I'm trying to decide if I want to show you it. It's a Patreon spot. I've not shared on Patreon in about a year. But it's a really good spot, to be honest. It's an amazing spot. I still use it myself. But what I've come to realize is for years I've been selling Transmog wrong. And I recently changed my style of Transmog selling. And it's safe to say I'm making literally hundreds of thousands more than I've ever made through transmogs. So I'm changing my whole approach to this. I'm stopped trying to just sell random transmogs, and I try and sell it as a group of like a set almost. I get a set, and then I stick it on the auction house together as a set rather than individual pieces. And that way, the way I approach it is I just keep the sets like stocked. Basically, it's quite cool. Let's just change to Treasure Boy here, and then reload. Yeah, so I focus on getting a specific set. Then I get that on the auction house, and I just keep that restocked. If I sell a piece of that, I restock it. I check the flips, if there's good flips. So I'll search in the auction house to see that set. If there's cheap versions of that set, I'll buy it and then repost it. If not, then I'll go out and farm it. And that's the way I'm like rolling with things now. Why have I not got Loot Appraiser on? That's what I don't understand here. Add-ons, Loot Appraiser. Where is Loot Appraiser? There you go. Let's reload that. All right. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do a couple runs of ZF, and then I'm going to show you my solo spot, and then we're going to do some group farms, basically. I don't actually know what my... that's what my... I'm trying to remember what ability allows me to... do like AoE damage. Does this do it? Oh gosh, what's that? What the heck is this? What on earth? Lost Ark now able to download, by the way. Oh, cool. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Oh, I wish I knew how to use the freaking Demon Hunter. I have no idea. Guys, can someone from the chat just bloody tell me what abilities are AoE and what's not? Because I need my... Like, 2 is AoE. Great, there's one. That's what I need to know. Oh my gosh, I just killed him. I didn't even attack him. What the hell? Okay, cool. Right, let's just pull a bunch of these. That's it. I'm not a Demon Hunter player. And I don't even know how I got this character to level 50. I literally don't. Because I am a full noob. I-beam pretty cool for AoE, Emoliation, Aura, Fell Rush, shenanigans of that sort. Is that a rare elite in Sulfuric? That is a rare elite in Sulfuric. I just got a rare elite, dude. What the hell? Oh my gosh, this guy again. Does this guy always spawn? Is that a thing? Is that just a thing, is it? Okay. Glad your stream is up. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Appreciate that. Always nice to hear kind words like that. I'm going to be checking what transmog we get in a bit. I might change this character to another character just because I don't like Demon Hunters. I've got to be honest. I absolutely hate playing Demon Hunter. I do. It's just not the class that I enjoy at all. I don't really understand how the abilities work a lot of the time. I know they're super easy, but they don't tickle my pickle, so to speak. You know? Just don't tickle it, guys. And if your pickle's not getting tickled, then it's not good, is it? You know what I mean? Check out Icy Veins for rotation. That's the thing. I don't want to. I just want to know what... I know, guys. I'm just being a sausage. It's just not the one for me, is it? That's what it comes down to, really. Okay, I don't even need to, like, kill the stuff like this. Oh my gosh. Why are you shooting me like that, dude? probably just taunt that. Is that taunt? Yeah, that worked. Okay, cool. I just pawned in Battleground as an Outlaw Rogue for V4. Love it. That's epic, dude. All right, let's hide around this corner here and see if that will do the trick. Hopefully it will. Did they just polymorph me? Did they polymorph me? That's rude. Quick call, Todd. He knows the ins and outs. True. Todd is the expert demon hunter. He's the expert witness. All right, let's have a look here of what transmogs we've got already. So we've got the Bone Link. I don't think they're really worth much at all, but they might be worth more as a set. We'll know. Oh, why have I not got Loot Appraiser up? Oh, we do. Okay, so 7,000, nearly 8,000 gold in the time we have. Is that another rare elite? It is. Dude, that's 2 rare elites in 1 dungeon. What the heck? I can't remember I do that up here. I don't think I do up there, do I? You don't get anything from these guys, do you, that spawn? I'm pretty sure you don't. Yeah, you don't. It's just long RP nonsense. Use a druid, mate. I would, but my druid's actually part somewhere else, doing something else. So I might just need to level, like, a 6th druid. Like, my level 60 druids, I don't want my level 60 druids doing dungeons, because they're part at other places. I don't want them to have to come out here all the time. I just want to park a character here nice and quick. So I'm thinking I might need to level a druid just for this dungeon alone. That's what I'm thinking, at least. I need to turn the nameplates off, dude, because they're getting in the way. You need more than 1 druid. I got 14. I haven't got 1 druid. I've got 6, but they're all level 60. That's what I keep saying. Level 60, I can't use my level 60 ones because I want to leave them at the mission table. Got a few different ones. I just don't want to use them, if that makes sense. It's good to see you, Erosium. In Hebrew, we say Tuesday twice as good. Oh, really? Why do they say it that in Hebrew? That's interesting. I've never heard of that before. I love hearing about these like little cultural things. That's really cool. Okay, cool. Right, we got everything from there. Yeah, this is absolutely trash doing it on a Demon Hunter. I don't like Demon Hunter. Straight up, do not like Demon Hunter. It is just not the class for me whatsoever. Log out. Set Hearthstone for mission table. Yeah, but that's not the point, bro. That's not the point. I don't want to have to travel. That's what I keep saying, isn't it? I don't want to have to keep traveling. Because my druids get used for a lot of other stuff. I guess you're right. I could just use my druids, but I don't want to use my level 60s. My level 60s, I like logging in and just having them at the mission table. Okay, yeah, we'll just use them. No, I want to park one there. That's what I want. I want one parked there. I've got a druid here that's parked somewhere else doing something else. So realistically, I need another druid. Alright, we'll just do it on druid. It is what it is. Druid is. It's so much quicker as a druid. Oh my gosh. It is so much quicker. Okie dokie. Let's use my Dalaran Hearthstone. What spec am I in? Feral. Great. Okay, and we'll just use this character for the Zolf-Hurak runs. It shouldn't be too hard to get back, luckily. Right, we're going to get ready to do my solo spot, and then we're going to do some group farming. Okay, guys? Because I don't want to just be dungeon farming all stream, because that's boring AF. I'm going to show you a solo farm, and then we're going to do some group farming. I haven't decided which group farm I want to do yet, but we'll figure one out. Of that I am sure, my darlings. My darlings! Trying to figure out which farm I want to do. I'm thinking the Ogre Cave, but I'm not 100% on it. I quite like the Ogre Cave. Okay, we're here. Cool. Done. Now, as I say, this is a super secret spot, so it is like... see, I am being kind of secretive about it. It is what it is. Deal with it. I need to turn on loot appraiser / loot appraiser. Let's do that then and do that. Cool. Okay, let's go ahead and turn that on. Lovely jubbly. Grab that. This is one of the only spots I know in the game that is completely solo. You don't need a single other soul for it, which is quite cool. Ooh, this is an awesome spot. Do you know this spot, Zap? This is the one I've got. I think I got this on the website, actually. I'm not sure. Pretty sure I do. It's definitely a secretive one. It might actually just be on my Patreon. It might not even be on my website. I love it though. It's such a cool spot, isn't it? I reported on this about a year ago on the YouTube and the Patreon. It's quite fun. And then like I did it a few times and then I stopped, but I don't know why I stopped, because it is actually really good for like collecting base transmogs. It's really, really good. Yeah, it's one of the old Patreon posts. Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's a good one. Though, like, you can get unlucky, obviously, with the mogs, but it is what it is, really, isn't it? So we'll do this for, I reckon, probably about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Okay, let's loot, and then we'll start the timer. Ah, piss off. There you go. There you go. Excellent. On Tuesday, God says twice in the Old Testament that his creation is good. Ah, okay, that's cool. So Tuesday twice as good. Ah, so it's like it's a godly saying. That's interesting. The breaks with Mog Farm, sometimes you get super lucky. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this time I just looted twice and I didn't get any transmog. I mean, it can be like that, right? It can be like that for sure. But we will do another group farm. I'm thinking of doing the Ogre Cave because the Ogre Cave is actually really, really good. That's what I'm considering doing. And I need to get some of the mogs from that Ogre Cave. I've been selling Transmog left, right, and center. I found out about this stream in my Christian group. How? Really? Has someone like been sharing it there or something? That's cool. Install my first add-on today. Oh, congratulations, bro. Which one was it? That's so nice to see that we're getting people of various different religions and stuff like coming to the stream. I had no idea that someone shared this stream in that group. That was really nice. And it's just good to bring more people in, I think. More people the merrier. How was your date, Erosium? My date was lovely, thank you for asking. I had a really good time. We went for a cheeky meal, had a few cocktails. Well, I say a few. We had 2 cocktails, one each. And then we went and watched a movie. We watched a movie called Death on the Nile, I think it was called. Death on the Nile. And it was really, really good. Have you guys seen the Orient Express movie? You know, the one with Johnny Depp in and stuff. It's got, you know, someone gets killed on a train and then they've got this wonderful detective to figure out who did it. It's the exact same character. And basically someone just dies and he's got to figure out how it happened, what happened, etc., etc. And it's really, really fun. Really, really fun. Sup, random /1, I win. I get your gold. You win. I subscribe. How much gold have I got? Okay, you can have 1,638. No, I don't gamble, bro. It's a thriller type. Yeah, it was really fun. It's like an investigation type film. It's it's actually after a book, like based on a book by Agatha Christie. It's really fun. It was a really good film. We enjoyed it. It's just a nice chill watch, you know. My partner, we had a good time. It was funny. There's some nice light humor. It's very British. It was good. You mean your date was lovely, Jubbly? Indeed, I do. But yeah, murder mystery. It was actually really fun. The murder mystery was, and it wasn't too cringy either, which was what I quite liked. Because some murder mysteries are definitely quite cringe. My girlfriend, Kat, actually guessed what happened, and I was just like, how did you do that? Because you know these murder mystery films, they aren't designed to be guessed. You try and guess it right, but they lead you up false paths all the time, and you got to figure it out. But like, it's almost impossible because they always twist it at the last second. And so I guessed, but I was completely wrong. Completely wrong. My girlfriend was right though. Ghost Walker Cloak. What is that? Thistle Fur Bands. Lovely jubbly. Not bad at all. We had a quite good loot session then. Quite a good loot session there. So we got some quite nice stuff there from what I could see. Oh, these Headhunter trousers look pretty cool. Did we get any Headhunter, like, anything else? Thistle Fur. We're going to check that. Okay. We just want to keep an eye out for anything else. Lunar leggings. Oh, Lunar. We got that from... Oh, I know where that's from. That's cool. Oh, I didn't see you went live, Erosium. Ah, you didn't see. So that means you haven't got all your notifications turned on. Is that what you're saying? You haven't got all your notifications turned on the subscribe button, J2? Is that what you're trying to say, bro? You haven't got your notifications turned... Typical J2. I thought you were a fan. I'm just joking, mate. Toxic, by the way. Erosium, I'm on a low pop realm. Is it a barrier to make a lot of gold? Should I start some characters on another one? Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. There's a lot of gold makers that I know of that kind of... I'm not going to say cheaty, but I think it's a little bit cheaty, right? They do easy gold making methods because everyone knows that if you're on a low pop realm, you can do easy gold making methods. You don't need to be on a high pop realm for easy gold making methods. If you're on a low pop realm, you can do the most basic gold making methods possible because you've got no players to compete with. So the supply and demand situation is a lot healthier, and this is why you get a lot of gold makers who stay on low to medium pop realms. It's because they want to keep it easy for themselves. If you are on a high pop realm, it means that you get the benefit of doing transmog farming, right? But low pop realm, you're never going to really do transmog farming. It's just not something that you should really like mess about with because it's going to take too long to sell it. You'd be much better off focusing on like Shadowlands farms, focusing on gathering farms, anything like that. That's really where you want to be focusing if you're on a low pop realm. Transmog is great if you're on like a higher pop realm and you can easily like afford that time. But if you can't, then you should really be, if you're on a low pop realm, you should be doing like the more up-to-date farms. That'd be much better use of your time realistically from what I would assume. Okay, let's log out there. Did we get anything good there? We've got a ghost walker. I don't really like cloaks. Something about me, I just really don't like cloaks. I don't think they're very good in general. I learn them, but that's about it. Stone, cloth, gloves. Weapons also aren't very good, but this one is. This is a very good weapon, so we're going to keep that aside. Sparkle shell boots. I'm not sure on that at all, but outside of that, let's have a look here. Silk sand boots. We're just keeping all of the transmogs together. Okay, nothing in particular amazing, but we're going to log out and go on to the DK quickly to clear that room again. Hi, Rose, I have notifications turned on, but it seems they are not too reliable. I just randomly saw the Discord message. Ah, that's why you should be in the Discord. Good. J2. Oh, I have it on YouTube, not on Discord. Ah, got you. Understood, thanks. My pleasure, my friend, my pleasure. So yeah, it's if you're on a low pop realm, great stuff, but focus on like farming Oldham, right? Farm Oldham for ore. Do Oldham ore farming. It's great. Oldham ore farming for that. Outside of that, what else would I say you should do? Oldham ore farming. What's the other farm? Oh, Wintergrasp ore farming is amazing. What was the other one that I really like doing? Wintergrasp, Oldham. There's one more that I really like doing. If I'm on a low pop realm. Why have I forgotten it? Saronite? What else is there? There was 3. Exclamation mark new gold in the chat. Whatever it is on there, just do that. Because I've literally recorded what my favorite farms are on there. And that's probably your best bet, to be honest with you. Ooh, Executioner's Cleaver. What is that? Why have I not got Loot Appraiser on? What the heck? Why is Loot Appraiser not on again, dude? I'm getting so annoyed. All my characters not having Loot Appraiser. Add-ons, Loot Appraiser. Please, dude, turn on. So trolly. Yeah, new gold is definitely the one that you should be doing if you're in a low pop realm. I wish I could wear a cloak IRL, just don't think I could pull it off. But it'd be really badass if I could. I think one day cloaks will come back into fashion. I genuinely do. I think the biggest issue is cloaks are largely in IRL fashion. They're largely deemed something that, you know, a female might wear more so. I'm not being sexist here. I'm just saying in general, that's why a lot of people, you know, might not find it a fashionable thing. But I think in due course, I actually think cloaks will come back into fashion. Like, that's what my prediction is a little bit there. I actually think that they'll come back into fashion, and I think we'll have a lot more people, like, open to wearing them and stuff. That's what I think. I think on our lifetime, we'll see cloaks back in fashion. But I think it's going to be one of those. We'll just see in time. Because the thing is, you look at how many like gamers and like gamer clothing is coming into fashion now. I just can't imagine them not adding it, you know? I just think they will. I think that will become a fashion statement in the future. Okay, did we get anything? We got Warden's gloves, not bad. We got this, nothing special. Okay, so just keep the gloves there. We're looking for the lunar gear, but got nothing this time. That's fine. Just uninstall loot appraiser, then reinstall it. It'll come on all tunes. True. With all gold you make, how do you not have epic flying on alts? Have you seen? First of all, I don't play on my alts. And then second of all, a lot of my alts got leveled passively. So I actually haven't even like leveled them. Like I haven't played them at all, right? So they got leveled through a passive means of leveling. And that basically means that they didn't get the chance to learn. They didn't go to the flight master. They didn't do anything like that. They literally logged in, collected their experience, logged off. That was like, they were all leveled through my passive way. But yeah, that's pretty much why. Do you guys like that transmog? Look at that transmog, dude. That's such a nice transmog, isn't it? What about that one? Do you guys like that one? Okay, right. Group farm time. We're going to do Ogre's Cave for an hour. That cloth transmog you saw, I've been selling that for 30,000 gold. Eros army of basement dwellers. Exactly, dude. I've got like, I'd say about between 10 and 20 characters that were leveled that way. So that's why they haven't got epic flying. It's not because I can't afford it. I can easily afford it. I just haven't played them enough to actually get it, you know? From level 10 to 50, they've just sat in the garrison. Okay, so we're going to do an awesome transmog farm. Everyone's going to be like, I'm not going to join. I'm not going to join. Then, guess what? You know what's going to happen? You guys are going to see one big drop, and then suddenly everyone's going to be like, Erosium, can I join? Can I join? Can I join? Can I join? That's what's going to happen. I guarantee it's going to happen. So, I'm going to put the group up, and whoever joins, joins, and whoever doesn't misses out. It is what it is, okay? So I'm going to give it a minute before I pull it up so that people have a chance to log in. I'm going to go to the bank, deposit my stuff, and then when I pull it up, I'm hoping everyone's going to join and get involved in the good fun. 250k nowadays is nothing to me, to be honest, brother. Yeah. I mean, right now I've just spent 1.8 million gold on investments. In World of Warcraft, so I've gone from 3,122,000. I went all the way down to 1,600,000, and since then, in about a day, I've gone back up to 1,942,000. So yeah, it's definitely, it's going quite quickly, is the best way to say it. And like, if I showed you like some of the profits I've been getting, it's quite disgusting. So this is on my my Patreon. This is right here. So this is like something I'm using right now because TSM doesn't record this information very well. So these are the like sets that I'm basically selling. Hydraxian sold it for 70,000 gold, 53,000 gold profit. Twilight Dragon, 25,000 gold profit. Traveler's set, 18,000 gold profit. Sold that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I sold it again down here for the 7th time. There, I haven't sold any of these. This is why I'm behind on gold. Frostwind set, 96,800 it cost me. Whirling set cost me 153,000 gold. Murloc set, 25,000 gold. Sorok set, 13,000 gold. Wicked set, 12,000 gold. Twilight Dragon sold that for a profit of 25,000 gold. Hydraxian, 53,000 gold profit. Swarm Fury, 52,000 gold profit. Stormforger, 23,000 gold loss at the moment until I sold it. Spider Acolyte, 22,000 gold. Hydraxian sold another one for 70k, 53,000 gold profit. Vicious sold 2 of those. No, I've just sold another, actually. I've just literally sold another. So I need to add that in here. Yet. So another 30,000 each, well, 28,000 each there. And then Contender sold that for, someone begged me for 15,000 gold, so I sold it for 15,000 gold. Geocrag, I sold that for 50,000 gold, cost me 10k to get. 40k profit. So far it's 171,000 profit right now, and I've just started this in about a day and a half, maybe 2 days, recording it so far. This is my strategy of gold making. I'm creating a whole new strategy, and the reason for that is it's a mixture of things, but it mostly comes down to like Student, right? Student's an amazing gold maker that I have a lot of love and respect for, and he has his strategy of gold making. And I really like his strategy of gold making. I make gold in a very similar way to Student, but I don't want to like be an asshole and like just always release the same videos as him, because I think that's just wrong, first of all. So I want to try and innovate a little bit more. And so to do that, I've been creating my own methods of gold making, and I've been putting it on Patreon, and it's working really well. So I've just been doing that, and I've been using Student stuff as well. That I see in his videos, if I see a good one, but also I create my own strategies. That way, if someone supports Student, they aren't, or supports me, they know they're getting different content to just, you know, supporting one or the other. You know, they're not both getting the exact same content. I don't want to be like a mirror image of someone else like that, if that makes sense. I think that's the best way. His strategy of buying his own auctions on a second account. I've got nothing to say in that regard. I've got no proof. I have suspected it, but I don't know. I've suspected it once, but like I'm not sure. I've only suspected it because I've not seen his TSM, and whenever someone's not shown their TSM, that always makes me wonder, oh, are they potentially, you know, buying their own auctions? Like, but if showed to like, but at the same time, he's a professional gold maker. I've got to trust that he made his gold legitimately, right? Because he is a professional gold maker. So I don't want to say that he's not, but that's my thoughts anyway. I don't want to accuse someone without kind of knowing. I feel like it's disingenuous. But without further ado, let's get a group together right now. Anyone that wants to come along, you're more than welcome. But I do really like Student. He creates some really good content, to be fair. Custom start group. Ogre farm. Wait, hold on. Is Student live right now? If he is live, I just want to check. Is he farming the same farm as me? Student. Is he live? No, he's not. Okay. Good. It's just someone random. I'm going to switch to war mode on. I'm going to switch to war mode on. Just because it kind of makes sense, right? Let's have a look at the chat. Could you scroll up? Do you have just one account, and what did you invest in? I lent someone some gold for about 60% of their brutto, and she's paying me back in 1 million increments, but on the server I don't play. I feel poor if I'm below 200k. I was thinking of flipping, then loading up tokens. What do you think? War mode is on, is what I think. Cool. His strategy of buying his own. No. Oh, it's the Primo Gold Maker meme on Student. Oh, is it? Okay, so money to invest in. What should you invest in as a gold maker for patch 9.2? First of all, guys, I don't believe in doing that. That's my first thing, right? I don't believe in temporary gold making methods. I believe they work, but it's not something that I do. I'm not a temporary gold maker. I'm a longevity gold maker, and that means that I create gold making methods that will make you gold over time, regardless of how the market is evolving. It will always make you gold. That is the type of gold making that I do personally, right? Anyone can tell you, oh, invest in materials. That was hard. Oh my gosh, that is some genius thinking right there. Invest in materials, dudes. That would be a really hard thing. Come on, dude. That's the most obvious thing to do, right? Invest in Shadowlands materials for the next patch. Everyone knows it's obviously going to do good in gold, right? I mean, I'd be stupid not to say that to you. But outside of that, what else? What do you invest in? Well, for one, I'm investing in BOEs. All right, BOEs. That's one I invest in. I invest in BOEs personally, and that's pretty much what I would do. If I was on a low pop realm, I'd probably and wanted to like move a lot of gold, I'd probably buy like tons of BOEs, fill up my bags in my bank filled with like good BOEs that are cheap price, and then transfer to a higher pop realm and flip them. I'd do the same with transmogs, like island transmogs as well. Again, it's on a server I don't play. Do you only play WoW? No, I play other games as well in my spare time, but never stream. What are you farming today, bro? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope you're doing well. But yes, that's what my plan is here. Guys, we are doing the ogre farm. We got 2 spots left. If you'd like to join, you are welcome to join. I'm going to eat my food and then start my farm. The more the bloomin' merrier, guys, okay? Just letting you guys know that serious gold is going to get made in this video, so it's up to you if you get involved. Okay. What food you got? I've got the bear tartar. It speeds you up basically every time you kill a mob. It gives you a speed buff. I'm merciful. Okay, there's the iridium chain. No dealio. And what I'm aiming for, as I say, in this farm here is I'm not aiming for just random transmogs. I'm actually aiming for like good mogs, like generally good mogs. That's what I'm aiming for, is like sets, because like singular mogs are okay, but they take a long time to sell, so they're of little consequential value to me. What is of really like utmost value is full sets. Full sets is how I make gold right now. It's how I'm making a lot of gold. So that's what I'm aiming for right now. Invite, please. Okay. Merciful, ideally I would want you on a druid. I can accept you this time, but please guys, everyone who wants to farm with me in the future, you need to start thinking about leveling a druid. You need to do it, okay? Druids are the superior gold making class, and you should definitely be doing it, because I'm not trying to be nasty here. It's a little bit selfish, okay? When you play a different character. If you play a different class, you're never going to be as quick as a druid. You're just never going to be as quick as a druid. I'm not trying to be nasty here. It's genuinely, you're just not ever going to be as fast as a druid. You need to be able to go super fast, kill these mobs really quickly, and get through super fast. That's just what you need to do. All right? I'm just letting you guys know that it sounds really savage. It sounds really nasty. I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm just trying to be honest with you. Okay. You have a druid. If you got a druid, log on to your druid, buddy. That's not nasty. It's just the reality. It is the reality, but there's also a way of telling people in a polite way, right? You know, that's a big thing in my guild that I've learned, is that a lot of people will take things as insulting. Like if you're from like Denmark, or if you're from Germany, Russia, or any of those, like, I guess, European countries that are like more, not say European, but like those types of like countries that are potentially a bit more vicious with how they talk. Not vicious, but brutal. They're not so soppy, you know. You can talk to those people however you like, and they won't take it insulting, because like where they're from is they're quite brutal with how they talk to one another, right? And you've got to be really savage to piss them off. But if you talk to someone from like the UK or America or like a very westernized country, like not westernized country, but you know what I'm saying, you talk to someone from a country like that, a lot of the time they can be very, very sensitive, extremely sensitive. And that's something I've learned about how I address people and talk to them, is you've got to be more thoughtful about how you're telling people stuff, because some people take a lot of insult and some people won't, and it's nothing offensive. It's just you have to be a bit more careful with how you do it, right? Yeah, like I've got people in my guild from like Germany, and they're like, dude, just tell me what you want, that's it. And I'm like, oh, I just want you to do this then, and I can say it in the most brutal way possible, and they're like, okay. Well, you're not taking an insult? What the hell? No, why would I take insult? You want that to change? I'll change it. Oh, okay, I can work with this. You know, it's very different. But if I tell someone that from the UK, and we have someone, you know, from like the sister guild, that I have to be super careful how I word things to, because they think that everything I say is an insult. You know, I have to be super careful how I talk, and I'm like, oh god, okay, right, I don't mean to insult here. I've got to be really like thoughtful how I'm wording things, and that's how it comes down. So we got the Saltstone piece, by the way, guys. So that's a 74,000 gold armor set, which is epic. I'm gonna try and like get that along with a few other pieces as well, which will be really good if we can. Ooh, Tyrant. Fiery War Axe, 134,000 gold. Well, that's not bad, is it? It's not bad at all. All right, we'll take that, I guess. I guess we'll take that. I'll have it. If you're forcing me to. If you're forcing me to. No, like one time I said to this person, I was like, dude, you're gonna need to like start doing this mechanic, or like you're gonna need to stop dying on this mechanic, or I'm gonna have to bench you. I said that to them, and after the raid they went, dude, why do you hate me so much? And I'm like, bruh, what do you mean hate you so much? I don't hate you, I like you. What do you think I warned you? If I didn't like you, I'll just kick you. Like, I've got no problem kicking someone I don't like. I've done it several times. You know, if I really don't like someone, I'm just like, bye. And if people are like, what do they say? I'm just like, I didn't like them. That's it. That's all I say. And they're like, okay, fine. I don't mess about, right? But if I say to someone, can you not die here, or I'm gonna have to kick you? And then someone says, oh, why are you being nasty to me? I'm not being nasty. I'm being nice. You sausage. You know? But it just comes down to people aren't used to receiving criticism. Like, some people literally cannot take criticism whatsoever. Like, you tell them something and they're like, why do you hate me? And they don't realize that the people who give them probably the most criticism are the people that actually care about them the most. Like, if you really don't like someone, are you going to try and help them improve by criticizing what they're doing wrong? No. If you hate someone, you're going to watch them fail. You're going to take joy in their failures, right? You're going to absolutely love every moment of that. I always really got frustrated at my dad, right? I always got so frustrated at him because no matter what I did, I always felt like he had some little criticism to say, and it pissed me off. And what it trained me to do, what I didn't realize he actually did, is all of his like little criticisms growing up, whenever I did something, right, whether it was good or bad, is what he was doing is preparing me for the real world, preparing me to receive criticism for my failures, to understand that no matter what I do, I can always do better. And as long as I understand that in my own ability, then I can always push myself to be better, right? And there's understanding, you know, when you've done something good, and he very much does that now. Like recently when I got put on Wowhead, and I told him about that, and he reads Wowhead, he was like, what? That's amazing, congratulations. And he was really happy. And then the other day he did something really cute where he was like, why do they keep showing that woman on BattleNet? Why do they never show you? You should be on there. You're a great content creator. Yeah, he says that type of stuff. I'm like, oh, dad. He's like, if they don't start showing someone else other than just that woman, I'm gonna email them. And I'm like, Dad, I don't think they'll respond, mate. But I like it. I do like it, you know. Which he doesn't, you know, he's not meaning it at all sexist, guys. It's just, it's like, there should be various different people. It shouldn't just be one person, is what he meant. I think it's really good. But it's really important to, because I mean, these people that I speak to now when I raid occasionally, who come and they're from Assist Guild or they're from like randoms or whoever it is, and they take insult to me when I give them criticism. They just completely do not understand that I'm trying my best to like help them get better, right? I actually like them. And they don't fully always understand that. I mean the best intention when I say negative things. I'm not a negative person, right? So if I say something negative, it's because I want them to do well. Do you get what I'm saying? My first boss taught me that people leave you to your own devices, don't like you, and the people that tell you how you're doing things wrong care about you and work. Yeah, exactly. Listen and shut up. When someone's giving you that, when people are doing that, like, yeah, that's the thing. But it's not only that, it's also people being willing to separate their ego. That's the biggest thing. I think that's the issue, like, I think with the raids, and sometimes is like, we'll get one person who's doing really well in their raid group, and they'll join my raid group, which have quite a lot of like good performing like raiders in, right? And they're good performing because we've built them as a team to be good performing. We've got individuals who are just good at their character, but not necessarily good at mechanics. And over time, they join the team, they become amazing at mechanics, and now they're just really good players in general. And then we get a person who's quite average at mechanics and average at their character, and they feel like they're suddenly drowning amongst the talent, right? And I'm telling them, you need to do better. You need to do better at this. You got to do better at this. I can't have you dying on that. If you die again, I might have to bench you. That's it. And they're like, why did you say something so nasty? Why are you picking on me? I'm not picking on you. I'm trying to make you better. You know? This is how you make people better. You don't improve people by saying, good job, you fucked up that mechanic. Well done. Here's a pat on the fucking back. You know? I'm sorry for swearing. Sorry for swearing, chat. But you know what I mean? Like, you gotta separate your ego and say, look, I know I'm messing up. I'm dying on this part. Why am I messing up? How am I messing up? Can you help me? Can you explain to me? That's it. Cool. Will do. You're a guildie. Of course I'll explain that to you. I'd love to. That's what we're trying to get across, you know? And recently we had someone call my officer a bully. Because my officer said, if you die on this phase again, we're going to bench you. And that's it. They said that just straight up. No mess about. That was what was said. And then that person like messaged me and said, oh, you know, do you think that person hates me? That officer hates me? And I'm like, no, they just want the best from you. And then that person went ahead and said, I don't pay my WoW subscription to play with a bully. Like, that is such an egotistical thing to say. Such an egotistical thing to say. Someone that's trying to help you, and you're too narrow-minded to see it as help, that you're so focused on it being, you know, on it being someone doesn't like you, rather than you're just fucking up and you need to improve. You know, that's what it comes down to. Just drop your ego. Drop your ego and recognize that someone's trying to help you. Someone's trying to help you get better at the game. They're being harsh on you because you're screwing up. And guess what? If they're singling you out of the whole raid, guess what else? It also means that you're singly making the mistakes, right? And in this instance, right, my officer was actually kind of wrong in saying it to the person, right? And I'm not going to defend her and say she was right in making that decision, because she wasn't. The person died to something that wasn't their fault necessarily. They got a chain on them on phase 1 of like Sylvanas, and then because the DPS didn't switch and kill the chains quick enough, they got a second chain on them, and they died due to that. But here's the issue: that person also dies a lot due to mechanic failures. So my officer thought that the person had died to mechanic failure because they always die to mechanic failures, right? They're trying to learn how to get better at the game, which is fine. It is what it is. But that's what she assumed, and that's what happened. So I was like, okay, I understand what's going on there. But no, I recognized how they died, and I hadn't said anything for a reason. And then my officer said that and said, oh no, they died because of this. Wasn't their fault in that instance. And then my officer went, oh, okay. But by that point, the person had taken such great insult to be to have been said to that, you know, if they can't not die in phase 1 and 2, they'll get kicked, that they just left the group. And we were like, what is wrong with you? You know, what is wrong with you? We're trying to help you. It is what it is. You know, you just got to separate your ego and be willing to improve and adapt. Like, if you think everyone's trying to be nasty to you when they're trying to help you, then you're your own worst enemy, really, in that regard, aren't you? 100% agree. Ego makes people argumentative instead of grateful. To hear a new, perhaps more informed way of achieving. Enemies won't take the time to offer criticism. Exactly. My second favorite film in the world is Whiplash. Whiplash is savage. Have you guys seen Whiplash? Whiplash is a musical film about a drummer who is trying to be the best drummer in the world, right? He's trying to be the best drummer in the world. He's hardcore. He's willing to work his ass off. He works his ass off. He really does. And he's got this, he's at an American college, which is like university for British people, right? And he's at a music class, and this teacher is horrible. He's a bully. He's a nasty bastard. He is horrible. He's so disgustingly horrible. Why? Because he wants perfection. He is known as the best teacher in the world at, like, just generally in this music college. Why? Because he is actually one of the best teachers in the world, and he expects excellence, and he wants perfection. And that's why he's so nasty. He wants that. That is what he expects from his bands, right? And so he pushes his students, and he pushes them a lot of the time over the edge. Too far he pushes them. And it's because he wants that. And people that work with him quickly find that they become, like, among the best, right? And his composer is completely abusive. He's a piece of shit, really. Let's be honest about it. But his intentions at heart is he's after perfection. He wants perfection, and he'll expect nothing less at all. And it's like one of my second favorite films because of just that sheer willingness to, like, push people to be the best versions of themselves no matter what. Now, obviously, I go about it in a bit more of a positive way. Sometimes I'm negative depending on the situation, but in general, that film is just incredible because of that. Whiplash, it's really good. You guys should watch it. One time he, like, hurls a chair at the drummer because he can't, like, hit a beat right. He gets so, like, aggressive. He's like, one point he's like, I'll rip your head off and shit down your neck. Like, he's so horrible, like, to him. He says some absolutely horrible stuff, but he's just trying to get into this psychology of this guy and really just tear him down so we can build him back up to be this, like, perfect drummer, the best in the world, right? And guess what? This kid wants to be the perfect drummer, and he'll do anything in his power to do that. And the ending of that film is absolutely incredible. Honestly, it is absolutely incredible, the ending of that film. It really is. My favorite film in the world is definitely Good Will Hunting. And that's just purely from a personal perspective, you know. My brothers and I went through a very similar, like, upbringing to the person in that film. And so I just really liked seeing that climb out of it. That has a personal, like, flavor to me that I really like. Yeah, presenting criticism to people can always be a pain, and it's fine to try and straddle. Sometimes it's best to prune the unreasonable from the roster. Exactly, that was it. That's so what I like to do is some people call them shit sandwiches. I call them negative sandwiches, right? And so I basically find something the person did good. I say, listen, you did this really good. What you could improve on is this. But as I say, you did this really good. You just, as long as you keep doing that and you just make that little change there, we'll get to a much more positive result. And what that does is it basically coats a negative and two positives, right? It's like a negative's the ham and the positives are the bread. And you give them that, and then that tends to improve people quite a lot. But if I'm honest, people like from like Russia, Germany, Netherlands, Denmark, Sweden, those types of countries, they don't care about the negative sandwich. They just want to hear about what they did wrong, and they know the situation. They know the situation already. If you're from the UK, America, really good to do negative sandwiches. Really good, because I don't want to say we're more entitled, but like we come from a place where like being negative is a lot. Is kind of like a lot of people can be very sensitive to it because they aren't brought up in a household where people are like negative about certain things like that. You know, I'm not trying to be nasty or in general, but that is the case. You should repair. I don't need to. I know I've got the yellow weapon here. I know I need to do that. I'll do it whenever I sell my stuff. I've not got full bags yet, but I will in a bit. We talked about whiplash in my acting class. Hey, did you do acting as well? I got a degree in acting. Went to drama school. We talked about whiplash in my acting class. The scene where the teacher asks, "Are you ahead of time or behind time?" was told. It's an awesome movie. I definitely want to check it out. Yeah, it is. It is an amazing movie. And it's the blood. For me, it's the blood in the guy's head. You can see the blood pulsing in the vein in his fucking head, right? You can see the blood pulsing. He's so pissed off. The actor is so pissed off at this other actor for not being on time, right? That you can see the anger, and that is incredible acting. He's actually one of my favorite actors, that guy is. Incredible, dude. Incredible. Good Will Hunting, another reason that's one of my favorite films, is what's it called? Matt Damon wrote the film with Ben Affleck. They actually wrote that film, and that's kind of the film that made them famous. Which is crazy, isn't it? That's the film that like got their first breaks and they wrote it themselves. That is cool. That's very cool. We're missing a spot, guys. Anyone that wants to come along, you're more than welcome to come along. I'm surprised no one's coming along. To be honest, we've got one spot left. Their breakout role. Yeah, exactly. My boy's wicked smart. Yeah, I love that. No, that's not the best quote from that movie. The best quote from that movie by far, without a shadow of a doubt, is when he knocks the windows on the window from that douchebag, and he goes, "Do you like apples?" And the guy's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Well, I got a number. How do you like them apples?" I was like, "Ooh, the burn, the burn!" Oh man, I love that, dude. When he said that, you know, man, I was like, my guy got burned. He got burned. Oh damn. I felt that, like, I think my grandchildren who are I haven't even got children yet. I think my grandchildren felt that burn, you know. Oh, that's funny. But in all honesty, right, the most touching scene from that film is where Robin Williams and Matt Damon hug. Like, it sounds like such a weird thing, but like I experienced this, right, as someone who was abused as a child. Same for my brothers, right? I hated being touched. Like, as an adult, like, hated it for many years. Like, many years I hated it. I'd say till I was about 22 years old, I absolutely could not stand. Like, I had a girlfriend, but like certain situations, like she couldn't touch my chest at all. Hated that being touched. Like, that type of shit. Like, I just did not like it whatsoever, right? And it took a lot of like working through that and seeing that like relationship between the psychologist and or the therapist, I guess, and the and Matt Damon's character was just like, oh my gosh, dude, that meant a lot, you know? Yeah, it's not his fault. They cry, damn, find out. It is when they cry and they're hugging, and it's like, and the guy's very aggressive and he wants to like fight him type thing. That is exactly it. That's exactly it. Actually, the most real scene in Good Will Hunting for me was the Robin Williams talks about his wife. Oh, the farting, where she farts in her sleep. Oh, mate, that was hilarious. Yeah, that's true. I fart in my sleep all the time. Yeah, I used to be a technology coordinator for inner city elementary school. I've known and tried to help so many kids that were in the exact same situation. That's it. That's it, dude. That's it. The thing is, like, kids are dumb, right? And I was a dumb kid as well. Like, we think it's our fault, like, when we get hit, or when we get beat, you know, when we get scratched, cut, broken arms, stuff like that. We think that has happened to us because of it's our fault, right? And it doesn't. It's not at all. It's just a piece of shit who does that to you, like, straight up. There's no other reason for it other than it's a piece of shit doing that to a kid, right? But like kids, because they have no experience of the world, they don't understand that, so they just assume it's their fault, and so they start to hate themselves for not being good enough, which is like the biggest shame ever. It's more the psychological damage than physical damage, because like physical fixes, but psychological stays around. The best scene for me when they are sitting on the park bench. Oh, and next to the lake. And oh yeah, and he goes, you know what, I thought about this, and then you know what, something occurred to me, and I slept soundly, more soundly than I've ever slept. He's like, you're just a dumb kid who has never experienced the world. You're very intelligent, you've read lots of books, but you've never actually experienced things. You can quote to me the experience that other people have had and recorded in books, but you can never actually talk about what it's like to experience this. I remember exactly the thing, man. Really good little moment. Yeah, I imagine so, Zap. I imagine so, dude. Like, my own situation, I wouldn't have got out of my situation if the social services person hadn't, like, because the thing is, they kept coming to my home when I was a kid, right? And asking me, like, do you want to stay here? Like, in front of the people that were abusing me. And so I would always be like, no, I want to stay here. I want to stay here. My two brothers had already gone by that point, right? And eventually what happened is the people who got me out of that situation told the social services, ask him when he's not at home, when he's at school. So they came to me in school, they pulled me out of class, and they said, do you want to stay there? And I just said no at that point. And I got out of that situation really quickly from then. And it's crazy just to think that I, as a kid, I didn't even know that was the case until I remember back, like, to that memory. And a lot of the time, the problem is for me, a lot of the time is the things that had happened are completely blocked. I don't have any memory of it anymore. Like, it shouldn't be the case, but it is. I have completely blocked those memories out. Not meaning to at all, but it's just genuinely, it's really hard to, like, I can't remember the memories. Because the memories that followed were so good. Like, it's really weird. Like, I went to live with my grandma. I got raised by my grandma for the next, like, 5 or 6 years. And it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Everything went really well from there. And just looking back, it's really almost impossible to, like, remember the terrible memories, which is, like, insane. My brothers were older than me, so they remember very well. But it is what it is. Yeah, exactly, J2. But that's the problem, isn't it? A lot of time with social services, they aren't allowed to see your kid without the presence of a guardian. Right? That's the issue. That is literally the issue. They aren't allowed to do that because they could technically manipulate a kid, right? So they had to do it at school, where technically your teachers become your guardian whilst you're at school, right? That's the whole point of school. Like, they're your guardians whilst you're at school. And so that's why they were able to do that there. It's very clever. Oh man, when Ben Affleck says the best part of my day is hoping that you're not going to be there and you've gone off and you're living to your potential. Oh, what was the line when he says like, if you're still here in 20 years, I'll beat the shit out of you, or something like that. Like, you know, your bag's almost full. Well, I know, I'm gonna repair soon. Don't worry. I know I will repair soon. I gotta get them all the way full. You know what we're gonna start doing though? Start looking to see what we got here. Salt. We got 3 salt stone pieces, which is actually pretty good. Not bad at all. Nothing special, but it is what it is. I really wanted more though. I kind of want a lot more than what I've got right now. It's not good enough to have just like 2 pieces. I need the full set, right? That way you can take the kids away to ask. There should be a rule that social services person is a guardian in your own presence. No, I don't think they should. I no offense meant here, but like, there always needs to be a third person like available that is completely like separate to like, that is 100% completely separate to social services and completely separate to the family. The reason for that is it's too easy to manipulate children. It's very easy to manipulate children. Very, very easy to manipulate children. So you have to be really careful, you know? That line fits in with topic of WoW raiding criticism. It sounds mean, but it's actually real helpful, well-wishing. I love... Yeah, but that's the thing, isn't it? It's whether you've got the ability to detach your ego and listen to what the person's trying to say, rather than the words that's actually, like, being conveyed. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, you definitely need someone that's completely separate to the situation, because like, let's be realistic about it. If someone wanted to get kids away from their family and all they needed to do was get a social services representative and just the kid on their own, then that social services person could easily manipulate a child into saying whatever. That's why it's important to have someone like, you know, a teacher the kid knows and trusts around, in order to like be able to get an accurate answer out of the person. What saltstone pieces do you have? I have the 2 helms and 2 leg pieces. If you find the saltstone leg chain, your big bucks pieces. Yeah, I've got 2 of them. Yep, 74k each on Silver Moon. They are indeed. Where is this farm located? It is located over in Thousand Needles. What we really need is some more saltstone pieces. I don't need just legs. I want to get like variety. I want the whole sets, right? That's what I'm aiming for, is full sets here. No worries at all, Zap. No worries at all, mate. Why? Oh, okay. Start group. Ogre. TMOG. Farm. Erosium. YouTube live. By the way, guys, guess what happened this week? I got silenced by a game master. I got silenced by a game master chat. For fake reports. So there's been this thing. So there's been this thing recently where, you know how Blizzard have banned boosting communities, right? Well, what it's done is it's made players of World of Warcraft very self-righteous because they feel like they've reclaimed their /2 trade chat again. And so what that basically means is they kind of have become a bit entitled, a bit too entitled, that they're kind of reporting anyone for using trade chat, right? And what they should be doing is reporting boosting communities, right? Because that is against terms of service. And instead, what they're doing is they're reporting anyone who uses trade chat, like literally anyone. And so I got reported, and I got silenced because I got mass reported. I did not sell boosts at all. I tried to sell Transmog in the chat, and I got silenced, and I had to open a ticket, and I spoke to my GM friend, and my GM friend kindly got me unbanned, which was quite nice of them. Like unsilenced, sorry, I should say. What I should do here is just add all of this to Transmogs. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Add it all to Transmogs here, apart from the grey stuff. And then my character can just sort it out later. I don't need to sort it out now. I just add it all to Transmogs, and then my other character can sort that out, and that will make it a lot quicker for me to take care of all this nonsense here, rather than having to sort it out now. Add that to items. And then mail to selected groups. Brilliant. Die in hell, you silly, silly pirate. Okay, cool, done. So yeah, I got unsilenced, and then basically what happened is I got back into the chat, and so like a bunch of people just mass reported me for literally no reason other than selling Transmog on the chat. And the GM basically just said, Ero, thanks for speaking to us. We'll unban you this time, unsilence you. But what you need to bear in mind is next time, just make sure there's 1 minute spare between your messages. Just put 1 minute spare between your messages, and you shouldn't get auto silenced again in the future, right? I was like, okay, thanks, we'll do. So I put 1 minute now between each message, basically. Just making sure that that is the case. And so I did that, but it's kind of like created this kind of sort of like self-entitlement with WoW players that they've been so badly abused by these boosting communities who've just been spamming trade chat, that now when they've got their trade chat, even when they see trade in trade chat, like want to sell this Transmog, they're like, ban, abusive language, ban. Report, abusive language, and you can see them literally talk in /2 now. If you just open /2 and you wait 10 minutes, you'll see someone talking about just mass report them, boys. And they literally just talk about it, like, openly, mass report. And so I think with the change that Blizzard have made to the boosting communities, you know, banning those boosting communities, they should also make the change to the report feature. It shouldn't be so easy to silence someone. in my opinion, it shouldn't be quite so easy to silence someone from mass reporting. There should be some level of like looking through like logs. Not, it doesn't have to be a human, but like the bot should also recognize want to sell item. And if it says an item, then clearly that is not abusing the TOS at all, you know, so that shouldn't be banned. But if someone's saying, oh, abusing, like, I want to sell this boost, then yeah, maybe that's a silence until overturned. It's just silly because it's silly because it's 7 days. When you get silenced, you're silenced for 7 days or until a game master has got in touch. And that's effectively what the case is, which is kind of crazy. And it's not just like /2, it's whispers. You can't whisper anyone either. You're not allowed to whisper. You're not allowed to send mail to anyone. But yeah, I now can, obviously. Good evening, sir. Good evening. How's it going, Peter? You okay? Hi, chat. Sup? How many people we got watching right now? Let's have a look. We've kind of hovered around 35 to 40. Cool. Not bad at all. That's harsh. It is harsh. It is really harsh. Especially when, like, it's not actually, you've done actually nothing wrong other than, like, advertise you want to sell Transmog. Like, you know, and that's what my message very much said. I was like, hi, I just wanted to let you know. I actually wrote a really polite email to Blizzard, if I'm honest with you, chat. I said, hi, dear community manager / game master, I hope you're doing well today. My name is Erosium. I record and stream a lot of World of Warcraft, and I have done for many years now. I've been playing the game for 18 years, nearly 19, and I understand I've been silenced for something that seems fake in nature. Please, can you look into the logs, and you will see there that I've been nothing that other than cordial and polite in my advertising. I would really appreciate to have the silence removed from my account and for it to be explained how this was caused and how I can avoid it being caused again in the future. Kind regards, Erosium. And then I got a really nice reply back just explaining, you know, how it happened and how I can avoid it happening again in the future. And that's all that I needed, basically. But it clearly, like, it's a mixture of the community, the WoW community being negative, isn't it, right? The WoW community is very negative at the moment. It's really negative. Even to report someone for just trading in trade chat just says that there's a lot of arseholes out there, right? And they're angry at something. They're angry at boosters, and they just take it out on anyone in trade chat. And I'm just like, they're trying to make gold, right, from selling Transmog. Why are you being nasty? Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. I got a really good raid team. One of my officers said to me the other day, right, and this was so nice, is that, like, my guild is really fun, and they're willing to, like, be the person who does, like, the negative stuff, right? Who says things like, Arrow, I'll be the one that kicks people from the group. You know, if we need to kick someone, let me do it, because this is not just a guild view. This is obviously your livelihood, and you stand to be, like, to be in a really awkward situation if you suddenly get a load of bad PR for, like, having to remove someone from a raid for being, like, a bad performer. You know? And I was just like, wow, that is so conscientious and thoughtful. I just thought, wow, that's so cool. It's really nice to have people like that around, I think. If people have no time, they don't complain. If they have time, they complain. True. It's silly. But, like, also, I think with the change to, like, the boosting communities, there also needs to be a change to how reporting works, because if you say it in and you report someone for language, they're not abusing language at all. That's just someone that's a bit salty that someone's making gold. And that's what it comes down to. I literally got mass reported for nothing other than advertising transmogs, like, which is quite silly when you look at that. And that just says a lot about the WoW community, right? WoW community, like, so many people like say, oh, there's no content in the game. And they just sit there being salty and negative about the game rather than actually playing the game. It's like when I see Asmongold, right? And he says something silly like, which I really just, I absolutely hate it when he says this. It really grinds my gears. And he says something silly, like absolutely silly, like Torghast is bad, or Torghast is trash. I hate that. I absolutely hate it when he says that, because it's so untrue, it's unreal. Like, Torghast is a really fun piece of content, but it was implemented really poorly. And they shouldn't have involved it with, like, current content. Torghast should have always been just a fun place to go and like earn gear for like transmog reasons, or earn pets, or earn mounts. It should never have been tied into current content at all. That is what ruined Torghast, and it's really like frustrating to watch Asmongold always say like it's trash content, because it's not. And it's kind of a bit like, why would you say that? Because if you go into Torghast and you stop going to Torghast and thinking of it as a chore, and you just actually play Torghast, you'll see that it's actually really fun gameplay, and it's one of the best forms of content in World of Warcraft, period. Because it's the first time we've ever had a piece of content that is a different experience every time you go in. If I go into Zul'Farrak right now as a group, guess what? It's going to be the exact same experience 100 times over. If I go into Dead Mind and do it, it's going to be the exact same experience 100 times over. If I go into Sanctum of Domination with a raid group, it's going to be the exact same experience 100 times over. It's going to be the exact same experience however many times I do it. If I go into Torghast twice, it's going to be a different experience every time. If I go in 3 times, it's going to be a different experience every time. If I go in 100 times, it's going to be a different experience every single time. Torghast is not trash. Torghast is amazing. It is honestly amazing, and something we should absolutely treasure and say, good job, Blizz, you did amazing here. But next time, what you should do, Blizz, is not tie this into player power. You should make this a separate form of gameplay to player power, because then we will actually see it for what it is, a great form of content. And it's people like Belua and Asmongold who, like, I have the utmost respect for Asmongold, and I really enjoy his content, but it is ever so upsetting when he does say Torghast is trash, because it incites the World of Warcraft community to be really negative. And then when that happens, he ends up taking huge amounts of breaks from making content for WoW, because, you know, he's creating quite a toxic community within World of Warcraft, which isn't good. We want to be fostering and improving the stuff in World of Warcraft, not just shouting it down all the time. And I have huge respect for Asmongold. I really enjoy his content. I think he's a really enjoyable person to like watch his content, both his Zach Raw stuff and his actual Asmongold stuff, his persona type thing. That I enjoy both, but that particular thing I think is really like, I think it's harmful to the game. Personally, I think it's harmful. It is what it is. But so is like people that are like overly positive about things. Like, if I was just one of those people who said, oh, Torghast is amazing, I don't want to hear any arguments against it, I would be like overly positive there. I'd stretch to say out and be toxic positive, but I'm not, thankfully. You know, I'm open to the mistakes that they made with Torghast, and I understand it completely, but I just happen to think that they could improve it by just not involving it in current content. Asmongold could make a token a month without begging. Pay no mind to the mail, Karen. I like Asmon, but he does have several bad takes. Yeah, that is one of them. Like 100%. Saying Torghast is trash. Like, he literally just, like, he only is looking at it from the current content perspective. He's not looking at it from the perspective of people who enjoy playing the game over and over again. You know? I don't think they should remove the eye level requirements until the next expansion. I think the next expansion it should become a level 10 to 50 experience, personally. I think that's what should happen. And by the way, I think that the game should always be level 60. Max Trees, thank you very much for subscribing, bro. I think the game should always be level 60. I think every time a new expansion comes out, the level cap should be level 60 again. And, you know, everyone gets reduced down 10 levels, basically. Valuer is cool. I don't agree. But that's completely fine. I don't agree at all. I think Valuer is very toxic. And I think he plays to the psychology of the average WoW player. I don't think he makes content anymore. Around WoW, he makes it about WoW, but he doesn't actually play the game. You can see that because he never actually like makes content about playing the game. It's always about World of Warcraft, the most interesting topics, the most negative forms of press, that type of stuff. And it's really obvious to see. It's just like you open the news channel, right? And you go and watch the news. You're always going to see a ton of negative stuff because that's the stuff that people are going to watch most likely. Whereas with like Valuer's old content, if you look through his old stuff from years ago, I used to love watching his channel, and his content used to be about playing the game and doing stuff within the game. And that's when I absolutely loved his content. But his content started to become more negative. And the reason I say that is I've started to realize that the more I watched of Valuer's content, the more I hated the game. I hated myself for playing World of Warcraft, and I got to a really dark period in my life where I'd watch Valuer's videos in the morning, I'd log on and start playing WoW, and then I'd be like, why am I playing WoW? And I'd feel really stupid for playing WoW because it's a shit game, right? That's how I'd feel. And then I quickly realized, well, I didn't quickly really, it took me quite a long time, that it was because I was watching like Valuer's videos, which were like just being massively negative about everything World of Warcraft related, you know? It just made me really negative. I was like, wow, wow, I'm being too, I'm paying too much attention to this, you know? But it is what it is. I really liked Valuer before he got a team, and whilst he used to make his own videos, you know, when he used to like just make content. I guess in WoD, he was really good in WoD, like back in WoD days, he was super good. Like his Garrison Shipyard video, it inspired me to make a Garrison Shipyard video. I made it a new one because his didn't cover enough, but it was good, and he made really good content back then. But now I just think his content's purely like focused on just negativity bias and getting people interested from that. That's what I find a shame, you know? It is what it is. I just like his old stuff a lot more than his new stuff. Things I had to literally block his channel from showing up on my feed because his channel just talks about so much negativity. It makes me feel bad for wanting to play World of Warcraft. Like, it just makes me feel bad. Straight up. I mean, Torghast was Blizzard's second chance to get it right. They should have learned from Visions during BFA. I think you're right there. I think you're right. I think not Visions, Island Expeditions they should have learned from, you know. And I think that if they did Dragon Isles, right, say if we do have the expansion Dragon Isles, I'd really like it if they involved a form of gameplay that wasn't tied to current content. I'd really like that. Hey Penciler, hope you're doing well, bro. I just did a 32-hour stream. I don't know who I am anymore. Why did you do a 32-hour stream? He had good content in what? That's funny, someone else said that. Yeah, Native, you're right. Valuer doesn't even play well. He still reports on fake news and toxic feelings on other people's opinions. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, dude. You can see really obviously that he doesn't play the game anymore. He just reports on it, which is kind of crazy. I can understand not wanting to watch the content that I don't think is fair to call criticizing Blizzard toxic. No, I don't think that is what I'm saying at all. No offense to you, bro. That's a bad take, and I'll explain why. I've got no room in the group, guys. Just let you know. So what I'm actually criticizing Valuer for isn't criticizing Blizzard. that's got absolutely nothing to do with what my issue with him as a content creator is at all. That's definitely a bad take, because I've got no problem with criticizing Blizzard for their misdeeds, and I've said that already, right? I've already said that. I've massively got no problem with criticizing, and I've got no problem with being negative about the game. I've got a problem with manipulating audiences with fake narratives, clickbait titles and clickbait thumbnails that have nothing to do with the game in order to create negative content about a game, and also be from a perspective that you don't actually play the game. You're just looking up, you know, the most clickbaity things possible and then making content about that and creating a much more negative community. I've got no problem for calling Blizzard out on their bullshit, because they do come up with a lot of bullshit, right? But I have a massive issue with creating a negative community around things that aren't actually real. Like, for example, when Value made a video, and this was the last video I commented on his channel, and I wrote a really fucking nasty comment, because it was a piece of shit thing he did, to be honest. And he corrected it, to be fair, from my comment. He did correct it. He made a video called The Truth About Anduin, and then the entire video, no, actually 3/4 of the video was about Final Fantasy, and literally the last 3 minutes of the video addressed Anduin, and all he was doing the entire video was just talking about Final Fantasy and getting people to switch from WoW to Final Fantasy. The entire video just felt like a sponsored, like a sponsored, like not really sponsored, but sponsored way of trying to get people to convert from WoW to Final Fantasy. And I was just like, what the fuck? I clicked on this video because it had Anduin in the thumbnail, and the title in and the title was Anduin. What the hell? And then I commented my comment, and I was like, dude, you literally titled and thumbnailed the video The Truth About Anduin, and then proceeded to talk about nothing but Final Fantasy for the 3/4 of the video. How can you feel like this isn't massively clickbait content or something like that? I said, and then within 10 minutes of posting that comment, the title got changed to Final Fantasy this, and then Anduin right at the end, you know? And I was just like, this is such manipulation of audiences, dude. This is such manipulation. And I lost so much respect for the dude from that, because it just seems so obvious that from there he was just doing stuff for like content reasons only, and not actually to do with the game. And for me there, I was like, oh, okay, he doesn't actually like playing the game. He probably doesn't even play it anymore, you know? That's what it is, dude. It's what it is. I don't like supporting people who don't actually play the game and only make content about it. It's like watching the news, right? I don't watch the news because the news only ever reports on negative stuff, right? Because that is the most clickbait stuff. It's the most chance to get people to watch. I'm not going to want that, because it's going to make me feel really negative about the world and probably make me really depressed. And it's the same reason I don't watch Belluer, because he's doing exactly what the news do, and that's creating negativity bias. And that has no positive effect on the community of World of Warcraft whatsoever. It doesn't. Ironically, I watch Asmongold because Asmongold typically has quite a fair opinion. He doesn't just complain about World of Warcraft. He doesn't just complain about Blizzard. He's actually quite positive about the game as well. He has some positive things to say, things that he likes. He's honest about things that he dislikes, but he's also fair about things that he does like, which is actually good, because it shows he's actually passionate about the game. So that's why I still watch Asmongold, because I think he's a great content creator, right? Value was the only one that I've ever turned around and be like, I'm not sure on that one. I have noticed that Soul So Breezy's become a lot more like Value recently. Luckily, he's still making like content that's actually like about the game and playing the game. But I have noticed some of his titles have become a bit more negativity bias, eye-catching wise. But it is what it is. He's doing what he can to get views, and as long as he keeps making, you know, content where he actually plays the game and it's really clear he's passionate about seeing the game improve, I'll still continue to watch him in that regard, you know, for sure. Because I think Soul So Breezy is really like passionate about the game. likes the game, and he wants to see it improve, which is good. Yeah, but Asmongold's honest, guys. Asmongold says negative things, but he also says positive things because he knows there are a mixture of things, right? Sometimes it might seem like he's being more negative, but it's not the case. He's actually just addressing whatever is the situation and how he feels about the situation at the time. The only bad thing that Asmongold has ever done, like truly bad thing that he doesn't actually think is bad, but everyone else in the world does, is the slash spit thing, right? Where he weaponized his community to create division within the World of Warcraft community, where he told people to slash spit on anyone who buys a store mount, right? That was weaponizing a community, in my opinion, to create division and attack a company for wanting to sell mounts, right? I don't like that they sell mounts. I don't support it, but I also don't support anything that divides us as a community rather than unites us. That was the only time where I've ever turned around and been like, I don't like this Asmongold. You've done something really bad here. You know, that is the only time I've ever been like, well, that is really, really bad stuff doing that. Personally, that's the only time I've ever been like, oh, no, 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 no. And then recently he did a video where he kind of defended himself on that. And I just think he shouldn't have done that. I don't think he should have defended himself at all. I think he should just turn around and said, look, I shouldn't have done that. I should have approached it differently. Instead, he was very much like, oh, you know, streamers, I had no support from streamers. They clearly want to see, you know, all these store mounts in. And I just don't think that is the case at all. I just think it was really not a good way of approaching the matter. Like, I would have 100% had Asmongold's back if he'd created something that was like more indicative of attacking the company for that, rather than creating division amongst players. Because all it did is it made people feel like pieces of shit for wanting to buy a store mount that looked good. If the store mount looks good, I'll buy it. If I want to and I've got a personal connection to that mount, I'll definitely do that. Yeah, I'll buy a mount. Okay. I don't think it's a good idea having them in the game because it reduces the level of content that we get for free involved in our subscription. But at the same time, if I want to get it, I should be able to get it, and I shouldn't be penalized by another player for doing so. It is what it is. Okay, we've done 1 hour. It's my first time on your stream, but the way you talk about things is refreshing. It motivates me to play and to look at things that go better. Oh, thank you. That's really good to hear. Honestly, it is really good to hear because I do really like try to do that here on the stream. I don't bury my head in the sand, and I will notice, you know, when Blizzard or World of Warcraft do things that aren't good, right? But at the same time, I choose to let other people cry and moan about that all the time, and I'm trying to like hold on to what I actually enjoy about the game because I find that makes me enjoy playing WoW rather than hate it. And I don't want to hate playing the game, you know? It's no fun, is it? No fun hating the game. Let's just check if I got any more salt. Salt? No more salts. That's a shame, but it is what it is. I think I might just carry on. I'm going to carry on here. Yeah, I'm just going to carry on here. I'm going to eat some more food. I'm going to carry on here. But Erosium is cool and funny. You're the coolest. Oh, thank you. That's very kind. I've got recording in 1 hour, guys. So I will have to probably go at that time. Either go or stream it, but then if I stream it, it means you guys aren't going to watch the actual episode when it releases, and it's kind of like out of chronological order, and I'm not going to be able to respond to chat at all. So I'll probably just record that and then actually end the stream at that point, right? But it is what it is, guys. I've been live for nearly 2 hours now, so we'll have another hour, and then I'll go off and record. There's no in-game that has the same feel. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think the closest that game that ever came to how I feel about World of Warcraft is New World. New World was really close, dude. It was really close, man. Like the feeling that game brought was really like close to World of Warcraft, and I think in due course it might have the same value to me as World of Warcraft. But they really have to go and work on the game. They really do need to work on the game. I personally feel like New World has a lot of potential there. Crap, I wrote something about what you said about value affecting your view of WoW and didn't hit enter. Okay, so before I read your comment, this is like I would find myself waking up in the morning, getting my coffee, watching Valua's video, logging into World of Warcraft, starting playing WoW, and then a sinking feeling of depression deep in my gut for wanting to play WoW, and I'd start to feel like a bit of an idiot, and then I'd log off and stop playing WoW, right? And I was like, why am I suddenly not enjoying WoW? And then I realized it was Valua's content making me feel stupid for playing World of Warcraft. Now I will read your comment. That's just living in someone else's mind, taking someone else's path. How you fall into the trap. They are people, no better than you or me, and you know what they say about opinions. That's the problem, though, isn't it? Is that I don't think Valua's content is his own opinion. I think that's what I'm trying to say with this all, is that like news anchors, it's not their opinion what they're reporting on, right? They're reporting what other people's opinions are of the situation, and they're reporting it as their own opinion, right? And that's how it is with Valua, as he reports like a lot of negative stuff as his own opinion, but really doesn't even play the game. Let's be real about it. It is what it is. But I'm going to stop talking about Valua because, in all honesty, I don't really want to think about him. I've got my own way of playing the game and enjoying the game, and I much prefer to actually like think of more positive things than someone who I consider to be a bit of a sellout in terms of a content creator. So I'm not really interested in talking about him any further. My brother invited me to play Mabinogi. I don't know what that is, dude. That sounds weird. But it is a big YouTube vid. TSM is confusing AF to a lot of people and full of selling items when running scans turns out a lot of people off. So yeah, we'll make a good video, Erosium. Penta, I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean? Hold on. Let me just double check something. I did release a video, right, like 2 days ago called WoW Beginner Guide TSM Craft Profit 2022. I mean, reading your comment here, TSM is confusing as fuck. New player TSM Crafting Guide Shadowlands 2022. And not full-on selling items when running scans turns people off. So yeah, would make a good video. I literally made this video 2 days ago. My roommate keeps stealing my toilet paper. Just take a bog roll to the toilet with you. But then that would mean Valua is fake as fuck. Yeah, he is fake as fuck. How can you not think he is? Like, honestly, I don't want to be nasty or toxic here, but he is. Like, he is proper fake. He doesn't write his own videos. He doesn't make his own videos. He literally reads, like, half the time it looks like he reads off a script, and then he doesn't write any of his own videos. His team writes them. How do you think his team gets them? They search the interwebs, they see what current news there is, and then they create a narrative around that video. You don't think he writes all this own stuff, do you? He's a huge team. Makes hundreds and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year. And you really think that he's doing all that? Honestly? Dude, go watch Valua's old videos. You clearly haven't ever seen his old videos. Because if you have, you will see a vast difference between his old content and his current content, and you will see what I'm talking about. You will see. Fair points. I definitely hear that about finding your own enjoyment. I stopped for a bit when the controversy started, but ultimately came back because I enjoy RGBs and moving my character around. Lol. Yeah, true. Want to know why I don't think he is? I have no idea because I've never watched his videos. Yeah, of course you haven't watched his videos because you still play WoW. 9 10s times out of 10 when he uses up toilet paper. Keep a bog roll in your room, lol. I don't watch any Bayo videos ever. I don't blame you. I really don't. But yeah, in general, guys, can we just stop talking about him? Because, like, I don't think he... I think talking about him gives the subject more credence than we need to. Really, I think we should focus on what we enjoy about World of Warcraft, right? Because I just don't think... I don't think he has a place in World of Warcraft, personally. For me, I just don't think he does. I think he's done so much to create so much negativity within the community. I don't think we should just keep going on about this guy. You know, that's my opinion. Okay, guys, so I'm changing the subject to something a bit more positive now. What I enjoy about World of Warcraft. Is anyone able to hold on. I need to buy back this and this. Okay, keep that and keep that. Oh, someone's got the gauntlets, you lucky devil. You lucky, lucky devil. Sorry, guys, I will respond in a second. I just want to quickly grab the stuff back from here. At the moment, I'm very much trying to keep all my transmogs, because I'm creating sets at the moment, and so anytime I find something that can be added to a set, I keep it, basically. I'm focused on set building right now, rather than just selling all transmogs, so I'm just being really careful. See, this would have been sold. I need that. Cloaks, I don't care about cloaks at all, dude. Cloaks are completely useless to me right now. Honestly, guys, you have no idea the level of shit I've been selling recently. Like, I've sold transmogs, right? I've sold transmogs that cost me 500 gold to buy, and I've sold 8 of them for 30,000 gold. $4,000 gold it cost me. I made 26,000 gold. I did that 8 times. 8 times. $208,000 gold for crap transmogs. Trust me when I say to you, you want to save your transmogs. Trust me on that. All right? You want to save your transmogs. All right, let's put this stuff into my gold bank. Okay, there we go. God, it takes ages to deposit into guild banks, dude. It's so annoying. Come on, Erosium, get it done. Oh, they're crap. They can be sold. We can junkify that. Junk that. Okay, cool. Right, let's sell that and get back in there. All right, catching up on chat in just a sec. Now, is that a... Yeah, that's junk as well. Cool. Okay, guys, so catching up on chat. Bloody hell, the chat's moving fast now, isn't it? Can you stream Lost Ark? No. I hope it improves. When I'm bored, I'm watching Erosium. Oh, good man. Crap, I wrote something about... Oh, yeah, saw that. Goodness me, chat is moving fast. Wait, where's your Bruto? Second shelf up your ass. Anybody here try Lovely Charms Farm? Lovely Charm Farm. No, I haven't. I don't tend to do like temporary gold making methods. I tend to focus more on longevity farms. What I love about WoW is just how many choices of ways to enjoy the game. I very much agree with that massively. I like the freedom of being antisocial in WoW and not joining parties of making friends. I like that, but I also like the option of being able to join friends as well. A lot of the time I play as a solo player, but sometimes like, especially when I raid, I do it as a group and I enjoy that. You know, as a person, I feel like I have to charge my social batteries up. So to do that, I play on my own when I'm charging those batteries. And then on raid nights, I expend all my energy on playing with people because that's the way it is. It's the way I am. I'm not a very sociable person, IRL. Must be nice to have to be on a realm of lower intel people. I don't like the Shah of Dave. Just do me a favor, bro. Don't talk about like people that way on the channel. I'm not really a fan of that. I'm not a fan of calling people who buy transmogs and stuff like that, even if they're not buying at the most optimized deal, low intellect people. I'm not a fan of that at all. So please don't do that here on the channel. Be a bit more open and nice about your average person, please. Not really a fan of that. This is not, you know, Valuers or Asmongold's chat. This is, you know, this is the gaming hero community. We try and be the best versions of ourselves here. I did iron bars, primal mana to make my 3 million whilst I was streaming. I did iron bars and primal mana to make 3 million whilst I was streaming. Iron bars? What do you mean iron bars? What, you just farmed iron bars? Yeah, anyone can farm materials all day long. You know, it's fine. You can do it like that. You know, if I wanted to, I could just do that. You know, it's about how you enjoy the game. We were just discussing about the different ways you can enjoy the game. As you can see, I'm not saying what realm I play. Dude, make gold however you want. You know, I don't care. I mean, everyone known for years about primals. You know, it's always been a good market. Ardenwheel drops lovely charms. People in customs farming them. I am like one of 20 people that do my farms on this realm. Nice. I get around 600 gold for one Spirit of Harmony, so it's not that bad. 600 gold for a Spirit of Harmony. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Cobalt bars have been killing it for years. Agreed. Agreed. They have been absolutely killing it, dude. Absolutely killing it. Iron bars. Iron ore, then made iron bars or sell for 17 gold. Ah, yeah, you're on a lower pop realm, so of course you can do something like that. Oh, is that low? Oh, look how cheap they are. Shh. Erosium. 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 Stop talking. There are people from Silvermoon in this chat right now. Stay quiet. It sells very often big gold. Yeah, I mean, I flip moats all the time. I don't farm them, I flip them. I just let other people farm them and then I flip them when they're low price and I sell them high. And that's it. I do it all the time. All of the time. I wish TSM could track, you know, when you buy moats and you turn them into primals. I wish it could track the profit difference that you made from that. It's really hard for them to do that, I know, but I wish they could. That'd be epic. Yes, iron bars do sell well, but on my realm they don't. Well, they do sell quickly, but they're too cheap to do so. Way too cheap to do so. Gold does a lot better on my realm than iron. Seriously, how long have you been gold making? I'm just wondering why you didn't... Sorry. Seriously, how long have you been gold making? I'm just wondering why you didn't have buy Bruto without using foul language at me. Without using foul language. Up my arse on the second shelf. You're right, that is absolutely foul. I should wash my mouth out with soap. Bro, if you're gonna be like... If you're gonna be sarcastic to me, don't be so entitled when you get a bit of sarcasm back. I've been making gold for a long time, but as I said to everyone, I'm not a gold maker. I make gold, but I play other forms of content all the time. Okay? All the time. So I raid. I PvP, I gold make, I do every form of content. Alright, so if all I did all day long, every day, was gold make, then I'd make millions of gold every day. Probably every week. Not every day, but every week. But I don't. You know? I do lots of different things. So it's hard to say, oh, how long have you been gold making? Why have you not got a Brutus or all this stuff? When I do lots of different things. You know, I don't buy my achievements, I earn them. You know, if I want to just have the quick way, I could just buy them. Kim and Sun, war mode on, buddy. There you go. Where is the steamy gold share content? Oh, you didn't buy them? No, I don't buy achievements, I earn them. Can't buy them anymore, Blizz banned that. You can literally buy them, just buy guild runs. You can literally buy them. Boosting didn't get banned. Boosting communities got banned. There is a big difference between the two. And boosting's not been banned at all, you can still buy boosts. So that's why I say I actually earn everything. And the last time I checked, none of the other gold makers here on YouTube run a successful raiding guild either. You know? So, I mean, like, I'm all for comparing, but as, isn't it Theodore Roosevelt said? Didn't he say comparison is the thief of joy? And I think that is definitely true. And I think the more competitive you are with other people, the more division it creates among you. I think that's not really a good thing. I think we, as a player base, would benefit more from enjoying the game than trying to beat one another. That's it. Who are the other gold makers on YouTube? Oh, there's tons, dude. Just look them up. Wait, did you 100% Mythic plus that raid? No. We can't. Dude, the guild's 2.5 months old. Two and a half months old, and you think we're going to be able to recruit enough members who have trained with the guild enough to do Mythic raid? No way. No way at all. Not at all. You can't do that quick, bro. I haven't got that level of influence to pull together a guild of that magnitude and make them work together as a team enough to be a Mythic raiding content. You know, I've gotten through Heroic as a team, which I'm really proud of, but Mythic's going to come next patch, to be honest with you, bro. I'm a gold maker. I make 1 to 2k a week. Thank you very much for subscribing. 3 make. I'm joking, lol. Just poking fun on you saying it was a raiding guild. Oh, right. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? It's kind of difficult because if I turn around and say all my raiders have to do a plus 15 once a week, right? All my raiders do have to do a plus 15 once a week. I then need to do that as well. Then I also need to make sure that they've done it. Then I also need to turn up to raid twice a week and a third time on a Friday if, you know, if we're considering the normal raids as well, where we just come for fun. Then we need to, then I actually want to make gold as well and play the game for myself. Then I want to do all my mission tables every single day on my characters. Then I also want to collect all the various different transmogs and toys and mounts that I have been trying to collect for years. It's very difficult to say, oh, I'm just a gold maker when I do so much different things in World of Warcraft. I don't focus on one thing. I do lots of different things. And then also I'm trying to make 3 Patreon posts a week, and then I run a successful, well, one of the best World of Warcraft MMO gaming communities ever, you know, and then I release 3 videos a week. It's not easy to run all of that. You know, you guys might think that because I'm a content creator, I play World of Warcraft all day, every day. Not true. I run a lot of stuff, you know. Does your Patreon include other stuff than gold making? Yes, it does. And in due course, that is one of the key focuses. Like, for example, we want to have 500 mount farms, like on the Patreon. That's one of the things that I'm putting a lot of effort into 2022, is releasing like multi-mount farms, and all the detailed information is going to be there, rather than having to go to this place, then that place, then this place, then that place to find all the information. It's all going to be consolidated into one space, which is exactly what we're going for. Lord, doing world quests and all my 60s for my mission table makes me die inside. Why do you do world quests on all your 60s? For anyone that's interested, I just put an exploit up on my Patreon, which tells you how to speedrun the mission table. It's good information. It's clever use of, it's creative use of game mechanics. I think you guys will like it. We've had a lot of patrons, about 30 patrons signed up this week, just for that that creative use of game mechanics alone. So, you know, it's a good one. It's the best I can say. WoW still has the best soundtrack. It does have a good soundtrack, doesn't it? Oh, congrats on the leg chains, KRP. Congrats on that, dude. Did I get any more salt? Salt. I got 1 more piece here. 2 in the mail. Oh, so that's my 3rd piece of that. Damn, I need to get some different saltstone stuff, to be honest. I know all that man had, just don't have my mains high enough to send anima to ones that need it. Yeah, I know how to do the high level start. I knew about that ages ago. Oh yeah, you're so good. Sorry, my bad. You're right. You can't be shown anything. The Patreon is 100% worth it. The leveling route was immensely helpful when I was leveling an ally farmer. I'm just teasing, by the way, guys. I'm just teasing. Hey, Arrow, what is the usual wait time when joining the Patreon? I joined, but still won't let me view the stuff. Just tells me I have to join before viewing. Not sure. Scott, when did you sign up, bro? Because basically Patreon has to process your payment in order for you to view the content. If you've been signed up for more than 2 hours, Pensler, you know full well I'm kidding with you. I literally just said I'm joking with you, bro. I'm British. We use dry humor quite a lot. If you've been a Patreon for a little while, you signed up a few days ago. All right, so what you do, right, if you're viewing it on your PC, is log out of Patreon and go to my website and access the content. And when it prompts you to log in, log in. But make sure you sign up Patreon before you do that. Something you probably just caught. But basically, or like just check your banking, make sure it's actually process your payment, basically. Wait, Erosium, you're British? Are you joking? You're joking. I can tell you're joking. No, Pendler, I was kidding with you, bro. You need to understand. Honestly, this is just genuinely how I talk to people. It's kind of a love-hate relationship, you know? Don't talk about my shoulders like that, chat. I won't hear any of this nonsense talking about my shoulders, okay? I'll have you know, my shoulders are fine the way they are, okay? I have enough shit from my girlfriend about how small my shoulders are, alright? I don't need you guys going on at me about my blooming shoulders, man. I'm going gym. I'm trying to get them bigger. Stop hating, dude. I hate you. You bastards. I told you once. It was only one time that I said I was a little bit insecure about my shoulders. And you guys have literally never, ever let it drop, have you? You never let it drop. You always have to bloody mention it, don't you? You blooming sausages. You hate your realm. Oh dear. Wait, you don't hate your realm. You make gold in your realm. You probably like it. Do some shoulder press, lad. Start juicing up, lad. Oh, come on. His shoulders are starting to become visible, but are still microscopic. Shut up, dude. Shut up. You're such a D-bag. Oh, man. Do you know what? Zap just wrote, Jordan Patreon can be a bit weird, even though they drafted the payment doesn't mean they've completed the process. Guys, I will show you my progress picture, but yeah, you guys were just comment on my shoulders. I've got a progress picture from when I was like really fat to now, and there's like a visible difference, right? But not enough of a difference that I feel comfortable sharing it. I want to like have probably a year's progress before I share my progress picture. But like, I'm going to be hitting the gym 3 times a week, every single week for the next year, without a shadow of a doubt. And you guys will literally see, like, we got a full group, guys. We can't invite anyone else. You guys will see the huge difference. Your shoulders are fine. Don't listen to them. My 9-year-old niece has some just like him. Does anyone have any aloe vera? I've got a pretty I got a pretty nasty burn I need to attend to. Haggis turtle. Your shoulders are fine. Don't listen to them. My 9-year-old niece has some just like him. She's not self-conscious at all about it. Fuck you. Should have a timer on the side with shoulder press countdown every 30 minutes. Do 5 shoulder press, lad. Do you know what? That's it. That's it. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. No, we got it. Good shout. Good shout, bro. Good shout. Hold up. Wait a second. I just got cremated. I know I did, dude. It was sad. It was sad. Right, chat. This is how I look. I got some juice here. I got the Juicy Lucy right there. I know it's juicy. I know it's juicy. All right, I know it's juicy. I know it's juicy, all right? But screw you guys. We're gonna do shoulder press on stream because of you. How much is this? 5 kilograms each side. Probably about 2.5 kilogram bar. That's 12.5. It's actually not bad, is it? Yes! Strength blows! Strength! Extra strength! Big strength these bro! Yes! We're doing the strength thing, bros! Yes, my guy! Okay, we're getting the other side now. Left arm, it's not as practiced. Strengthen! Oh my gosh, bro! Big strength! Woohoo! Yeah! Oh yes! I got my shoulder, bro! We got the shoulder! Oh, where's the shoulder, Erosium? Ha 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 ha! What's the shoulder? I got a shoulder here, bro! I got my shoulder now, okay? I got a shoulder. I pumped some iron. I got so much shoulders. Shoulders! Right. Donation. Someone donated. Let's have a look at what happened. Stream elements. Let's have a look. Let's replay it. Try and say it out of shoulders. Easy. I lift 30 kilograms at the gym. 12.5 when I'm home. Activity feed. Let's replay this one. $5 tip from Got Shoulders. Tipping a $5 in honor of Haggis Turtle. May he live forever in the community's history. Rude! Who has got shoulders? Who is that? Haggis, I actually love and hate you at the same time. I've never felt this way about many people. You should tune animation voice acting. That's the plan in the future. You're British. You're the British bogey. BRB, stupid treasure quest line peeving me off. YouTube guide activated. Get paid to shoulder press. That's decent, lads. Exactly. I tell you what, guys. Every time you guys donate, I'll do a shoulder press. How about that? Do you want? Should we do that? Should we make that a channel thing? Every time you guys donate, I'll do 6. No, hold on. How much shoulder press should I do? Say for a $5 tip. For a $5 tip, I'll do 3 sets of 6. 3 sets of 6. Or 2 sets of 6. Nah, not per press. I can't do it per press because what if someone like donates 100? I'm not going to be able to do that physically. Like I might hurt myself. I don't want to put myself in that situation. So I'll probably just do. If any donation in the future has the word shoulder in it, I'll do a shoulder. I'll do 2 sets of 6 shoulder presses. Okay. All right. I'll do it for you, chat. For you. Any donation in the future that comes up as a notification, if it's got the word shoulder in it, I will personally do 2 sets of 6 shoulder presses. Man. You guys always mention my shoulder. I should never admit to you anything that I'm slightly insecure about, ever. You guys abuse me, man. You abuse me. Talking about my your 9-year-old niece is not embarrassed about the same I hate... What? It's bad enough, right, that my Asian girlfriend, right, she's tiny. She's the size of, like, she's tiny, right? She's a midget. She's not a midget, but she is tiny, right? I'm tall. I'm 6 foot, right? And by British standards, that's pretty tall. And she has the same size arms as me in terms of length, not muscularity, but in terms of length, we have the same length arms. What the hell? Why do we have the same length arms? So do you know what that meant? Do you know what that created, guys? Do you know how much of a nuisance it is having a smart girlfriend who isn't afraid to be an absolute savage? Do you know what she calls me? She calls me a T-Rex. She calls me a T-Rex because I have long legs and short arms. For real. Like, anytime we're ever arguing, she's like, all right, T-Rex. And I'm instantly beaten. Instantly beaten. No wonder I'm so good at not shoulder press. No wonder I'm so good at chest press, the gym. I have further to lift the weight. I have less to lift the weight, you know? And I think the reason I'm good at squats at the gym is because I've got big ass legs, right? I can carry weight easy. No wonder my shoulder strength is so poor, dude. Armless instead of harmless. Dude. I'll still slap you, silly bro. Oh, man. I hate you guys. I hate you guys so much. Maximum hate. Maximum hate! I'm surprised we've not got more Saltstone gear here. I was really hoping to get some more Saltstone stuff, to be honest with you. I've only had helmet and legs. I wanted the shoulders and the chest, boots, wrists, all that. I've not been lucky. Life hack: if your significant other says you've gotten a bit thick, there's no way my arms will fit around you. What they really said, it's time to go find someone with longer arms to date. That's savagery. Erosium, take solace in the fact that you are an inspiration to T-Rexes everywhere. Thanks, dude. I do appreciate that. Wait, what? Dude, I couldn't believe at the start of the stream, I got bad vertigo again. Dodger Pet is about to make me rage. Been flying around Arden. Well, don't rage, dude. Just get it. You know? Quit raging and just get it, dude. Rage ain't gonna get it, is it? I need to pour some more drink, guys. The bots just told me to do so. All that shoulder pressing. It's too much shoulder pressing. I've got to drink some liquids. Oh my god, I'm holding this drink up easy. That must be because my shoulders are so big. Lovely. Gorgeous. Steadfast leg plates. That's not bad at all. I quite like the steadfast set. Have I got many of the stead? I've got these shoulders here and these legs. They're not bad at all. We'll see how if I got any full sets later when I check my bank and my mail. Yeah, 4 or 5 bottles of water. Wow. You really like your water, don't you? Yeah, it is caused by... The vertigo was definitely caused by my ear, because I fixed it by blowing air through my ear canal. Slurp of a cheeky bro. Yeah, you know so. You know so, dude. You know so. Has to be done. By the way, thank you for that donation, No Shoulders. That was really nice of you, dude. It was really nice of you. Even if you're a cheeky git. When I'm farming, I got lots of real supplies just in case. All I wanted to do is get as much saltstone stuff here. Salt. Yeah, I've only got one helm, dude. What the hell? Why have I got so unlucky with that? How many of these guys are on my realm? Only one of them? KRP! Oh my god, KRP! Oh, I know KRP. Not personally, but I buy their stuff all the time. KRP, I don't know if you're watching the stream right now, dude, but I literally always buy your stuff from the auction house. Like, I don't know if you intend to, but you tend to post items like Transmog quite low. And I tend to buy it quite a lot. And that's the only reason I recognize your name, is like one time I just searched your name. There is a professional that cleans your ears correctly. It's continuous issue. Even in England, they pay for the service via government. My ears don't need cleaned. That's not the problem. My ears are as clean as a whistle, my friend. I've gone to a doctor who's looked in my ear and said there's no wax buildup. Your ears are clean. At all. It's not anything to do with that. There's a behind my eardrum, and there's no way to get through your eardrum, right? Behind my eardrum, there is liquid that's blocking the sound from being amplified in your ear. And if you don't know, your ear amplifies sound by 54 times, and then your nerve receptors in your ear pick up the sound, and that's how you perceive them, right? And that's how you perceive them. And that's how you perceive them. But what can happen is you can get something called glue ear, where liquid like basically gets behind your eardrum and stops sound from being amplified. And then over time, that liquid dries and becomes like glue, and like sticks the hole inside your ear, and it stops sound altogether. So I'm completely deaf in my right ear right now, and sometimes I get really bad vertigo. That just hits me really, really hard out of nowhere, and it's really difficult to deal with. There's no real way for me to get past it. I just have to kind of get on and wait until the specialist gets in touch. Yeah, and wait till the specialist gets in touch, and when they do, they're going to stick a syringe through my ear, because I had this as a baby, apparently. There's still a scar on my ear, and they're going to suck out all the liquid behind my ear, and then hopefully that will get rid of the glue ear. But there's no way of getting to it without going actually through the ear to get to it, which is quite scary. So they actually have to go through, like, behind your ear. They stick a large syringe through, and they suck out all the stuff. So it's gonna be fun. That's gonna still be junk, I think. Any other Hawkeye gloves? You don't really know what things are worth, unfortunately, nowadays. Oh, why have I pulled? I didn't mean to pull. Get away from me. Learn that. That can still be junk. I don't know. The thing is, with Hawkeye stuff, you don't know what it looks like. Alright, let's have a look. Wow. Hawkeye. TMOG. Images. Well, that's not what I thought I was looking at. Wait, I'm really confused. Hawkeye. Outfits. Screenshots. It's not that good. It looks quite trash, to be honest. I'm probably going to sell that. Keep that as thingy. Let's carry on. I'm just going to, because I'm going to be finishing soon, by the way, guys. Just let you know. I'm not trying to encourage you to leave or anything. Just let you know. I don't want you to be suddenly shocked. Nocturnal. Keep that. Keep that. Keep that. Oh, what's that? Keep that, just in case. We don't know what it is yet. We will find out what it is in due course. Spark shell, keep that. Keep that. Okay. Keep that. We don't really know if it's going to be good or not. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? What an asshole. Funsies. It's a bit difficult now because now I was trying to go through something. I know he's not meaning to be an asshole. It just annoys me. I'm very focused on what I'm doing at the time, so it's really hard for me to do multiple things. Trolls. Bastards, man. Why are people always trolling me? Well, they're always trolling me, man. Okay, just grace. Great. Lovely. Get rid of... Oh, the ring actually looks really good. Whoa, is that a track? Oh, that's a twink ring. That's a twink ring, dude. Oh, cool. All right. So, that's it, guys. GG. Oh, thank you. Who wants lead? Our boss. Yeah, that's it. That's it, Haggis. It's going to suck, but it'll be totally worth it to get my hearing back. My right ear will be absolutely wonderful, to be honest with you, bro. Hope one day, pay for... Yeah, me too. I hope we have the Xbox things. Right, I have to go record in 5 minutes, chat, so I'm just letting you know. I'm going to go ahead and put all this into my Transmog group and then go ahead and get ready to record. TMOG, go like that. Add all that in and then send it off. Mail selected groups. Wonderful. Okay, cool. All right, log out there. And then log into this character here. Got another 5 minutes still till I have to record. Trying to get as much recording as I can done. Just so I have lots of videos to come out. I didn't release today's video because I was streaming, but I'm probably going to release it tomorrow instead and then have another one on Thursday. I think that's what my goal is going to be, to be honest. Just because the schedule's a bit weird at the moment. My tinnitus sucked when I first got it, but now my mind tunes out except when I'm sleeping. Ah. Kill it, recording Erosium. Let's have a look at what is in the mail, apart from the obvious. Medallion of Lost Legion. Oh, yes, dude. Yes, man. Ah, yes. That's epic, man. Let's have a look. What did I get on that flip? Let's have a look here. Ledger. Medallion. Hey. Lost. Well, that's obviously one. I bought 12 of these. I've sold... Where does it say 2? I've definitely sold more than that. It's weird. All right. Medallion of Lost Legion. There we go. So I just sold these, which I bought these for... Let's see it. So 3 days ago, bought one for 3,000 gold. And then I bought 6 for 4,000 gold, and I sold them each for 4,327, which is not amazing, but it's okay. So again, it's just buying them cheap and selling them more expensive, which is brilliant. Really all we need. Mate, do you know what I love seeing here when I open TSM? And I love seeing like the profit dip here. So this is where I bought the Fell Steel Longblade for 400,000 gold. Then I invested, how much I invest here to get down? So 2.6. I got all the way down to, so I invested 800,000 gold into my new gold making strategy. And then just seeing the gold making like rise and rise and rise and rise is epic, dude. In such a short time as well. The gold making's risen. It's been so fun just seeing it fly back up. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's have a look quickly at the auction house to see if there's anything that's sold. I won't go through all my transmog right now. It's going to take too long. But let's just have a quick look. Okay, so I've got about 6.3 million gold on the auction house right now, just in various different transmogs. And then I've got like a sneaky little thing here, which is, you guys can't see properly, but these are various different things that are very useful to me to make gold. And they're hidden, which I like doing. You know, it is what it is. But guys, I will see you later. Thanks so much for watching, hanging out. You're all amazing. I really had a good time streaming with you all. I hate you all for commenting on my shoulders or lack of. And I hope you all have a lovely evening thinking about that. But I will see you guys later. This is Erosium out.